It's an error. All right. Senator Hall, for what purpose?
I'd like to make a comment and ask the author.
You're recognized. Senator, do you yield?
Yes, I yield for the question.
I wasn't going to say anything at this point, but there have been so many things stated in opposition to this that, by the way they're phrased, have left some less than inaccurate impressions in some people's minds, and I'd just like to give my opinion and clarify some things that were left incomplete, and also address this from another standpoint, because most of the arguments of what I hear here reach into the far extreme, much like happens in the arguments on abortion, where they take the far extreme special purpose, less than 1/10% incident, and want to allow abortion for all based on that 1/10 of 100%. This bill and all of it is about liberty and freedom. It's about our rights to live in accordance with our Constitution. This is not just about someone strapping on a gun and strutting around to look like a big shot. This allows someone the freedom, if they carry a weapon and they prefer to carry it concealed, they can now ride in their car and hang their coat in the back of the car, and when they get to where they're going, they can get out and put their coat on without being arrested. If they're in a restaurant and it's more comfortable to eat without a coat on, they can take their coat off and enjoy their meal and then put their coat on when they leave again without being arrested. If they're walking between two buildings here in Austin on an August day and it gets pretty hot out there, they can take their coat off and carry it where they're a little more comfortable and not get arrested because they've exposed their concealed weapon. There's a lot to this bill that goes way beyond just talking about the criminal with the gun, which you have to understand that, and the implication has been, and most of the questions here is that because of this bill, now anybody can carry a gun, and nothing could be farther from the truth. Under this bill, with or without this amendment, no one can carry a gun, open or concealed, that does not have the license that you currently require, period. And there really is no difference in what that gun can do, whether the person is carrying it concealed or carrying it open. It is still what it is. So that should make no difference at all. But it's about the liberty and freedom for us to be able to do what our founding fathers intended when they very carefully crafted that Constitution and gave us that right. Now, another point I want to clear up that led people to believe that all of a sudden we're going to be unsafe with this building being overrun with people with guns. You can go out there right now and try to get into this building, and it's the same whether you have a concealed or an open carry. You only get in two ways. Either you swipe a card that you're open carry, or let the DPS swipe it for you and you come in, or you go through the metal detector. If you go through the metal detector and set it off, you'll be stopped, and they'll determine why you set it off. If you're carrying a concealed weapon, then you will have to show a license for that, or you will be asked to go out and come in and go around the other side. It's no different with an open carry or concealed carry. So that whole argument has nothing to do with what will happen in this building. It'll be exactly the same. The other issues have been raised on this thing about game wardens, maritime. Those are circumstances that are totally separated and unrelated. It's like comparing apples and oranges. The game warden stops people participating in an event. Maritime is the same thing. They're unrelated. There are a number of other ones, and I could talk about several of them, but I just like to leave it with the fact that this is about giving all of those who choose to carry the right to carry the way they want to carry for their own personal benefit. And I'll ask Senator Huffines, is there anything in your amendment that makes the basic bill itself any less effective?
No.
Thank you.